afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's Want to Know More Wednesday. My name is Taylor Farnsworth, and I'm the Director of Development with Big Brothers Big Sisters of St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee Counties. We have Stacey Watson-Mesley, our CEO, on the line today, and she's going to be sharing some information with us about what Big Brothers Big Sisters is, what we offer to our community, and her own personal story on how mentoring has shaped her life. So hi, Stacey. Thank you so much.
Hi, Taylor. It's great to see you. I'm rocking this official background now. So
mine is definitely not working. So
the technology.
Yeah, exactly. So let's jump in and let's just briefly, I know a lot of people watching probably already know who we are, but for those who are watching who don't and would like to find out some more information, can you just give a brief overview of our mission and our vision, who we are and what we offer to our communities?
Sure. So Big Brothers Big Sisters has existed in St. Lucie County for over 35 years, and we're now over, I believe, 15 in our Indian River office and our Okeechobee office. So we're really fortunate in that we get to serve 3 different counties that are also very unique. But the one thing that's always the same is that children need us. And children are just amazing little creatures full of potential. And that's really the vision of Big Brothers Big Sisters. Our mission is to support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite and inspire the power and promise of youth. So when you think about the power and promise of youth, here are these little young people running around the world, and adults have the opportunity to be that extra support system. I mean, now more than ever, we're going to see a global shift in the way that everything's done, and yet the one thing that needs to remain consistent are the adults in children's lives. So we pair mentors with littles, so bigs and littles, and they build a relationship that focuses on academic and social emotional growth.
Yeah, exactly. And I mentor as well. It's an amazing experience. So with our world facing some trying times right now, can you just kind of jump into how we're moving forward nationally and locally with our agency?
Absolutely. You know, the great thing about being a lifelong educator and being surrounded by so many passionate people that are educators is we adapt. We know that the basic tenets of education remain the same. And we also know that there's always an opportunity for growth, even in the hardest obstacle. And so we are so excited to be talking about virtual mentoring. And so last week, our national office, which has taken an incredible lead with this, has passed that we can move into virtual mentoring. And so just like you and I are sitting here having a conversation, a big can help a little with their schoolwork or talking about life or connecting with their family. You know, we have parents that are very engaged in our work, and we always make sure that the parents and guardians are a part of this vision. So yeah, we're moving into a virtual mentoring space, and more will be coming out about that and how that's done and how you apply. But here we sit doing it right now, and it works beautifully. So we're thrilled.
Yes, no, it's going to be awesome. And, you know, with the school being online too, it's going to be helpful for mentors to connect that way as well. So just before we close, I know next week we're going to be moving in and hearing from one of our case managers on how you can start the process of becoming a mentor if you're interested. So just closing out, let's just hear a little bit about your story and how mentorship impacted your life.
Well, you know, the fact is I was a kid that ended up in a lot of trouble, and I had great parents that were there for me. And so, you know, of course, I have a mother that is a mentor to me. However, I really faced some things that caused me to behave in a way that was pretty challenging. And I found as I learned to navigate life, there was always some strong person put in my path. And I was so fortunate when I was in high school. It was Judy Warren, my English teacher, and I was barely graduating, and she pushed me and pushed me and pushed me. And when I graduated high school, I did not go directly to college. So when I arrived at college, I didn't know what I was doing. And again, it was an English professor, which really fits into Big Brothers Big Sisters because we have our BBBS Reads program. We focus so heartily on literacy that we want to make sure that that impact is always there, because one of the things that my mentor in college, her name was Dr. Rita Riddle, used to tell me is, if you can read, you can think. And if you can think, you can do anything.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
she mentored me through college. And after college, I entered the work world, this young educator, trailblazing through in my own way, causing trouble. And I had a mentor that stepped into my life, and her name was Susan Mendel Hausman. And she was a professor, a retired principal and a professor. And she said, "Kid, you got it. You don't know what it is, but you got it." So she wrote my first curriculum with me. I mean, she has remained in my life and even came down to Florida to visit. And then in my career, I've had a mentor. And she was a superintendent of a teacher, a principal, a superintendent of schools. And then I worked under her as COO. She was my CEO. And she truly, her name was Amber Dixon, and she stepped into my life. So the series of mentors that have been in my life have created a space for me to lead an organization. We serve 3 counties. We serve 1,700 children. We have, different programs. We look at site-based mentoring, which will change now, community-based mentoring, BBBS reads with AmeriCorps and Volunteer Florida. And all of that is possible because adults took the time to teach me, even when I didn't know I needed to be taught.
Exactly.
And it's changed the entire trajectory of my life. I don't even know where I'd be if it hadn't been for those women.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And it's you're such a testament to mentoring. And I know there's many that see you as a mentor as well, and are grateful for that same experience. So, as we wrap up today, are there any other last thoughts that you want to throw in there for our viewers to know about Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot on Facebook about the fears of parents schooling from home. And here's one of the things that I want to say: we've got you. We have a whole community here to support our parents, support our families. And as we all tease out this new way of learning and sharing and growing, let's remain positive, let's remain hopeful, and know that the community will solve this together.
Right.
And Big Brothers Big Sisters, as we have been since 1904, nationally, will be here. And I look forward to sharing our bigs and littles and everything that they're learning and growing. And let's just remember to take care of each other, take care of ourselves, and remain positive.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week of Want to Know More Wednesday. Tune in next week. We'll be doing it again, 2:30 on Wednesday of next week. And we will have one of our case managers on the line talking about how you can become a mentor, a little bit more about our programs in depth, what your options are. And, if you have any questions, you can obviously feel free to leave those comments on the video, and we will get back to you. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Stacey, for coming on.
Thank you so much, Taylor, and keep trucking along. You're doing great.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Well, we will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day.